The next is the typological and the pattern of crime. The typological is the way how to classify or organize the crime. So there are like two typological in the crime. The first is the victimful or the victimless. So or there are like street crimes or the white collar crimes or blue collar crimes. So there are several systems used in the chapter to define about the different types of crime. The first is the violent crime. The violent crime is the crime which is like done forcefully or like or in which someone is harmed. So the next is the property crime. The property crime is the crime in which someone goes in someone's property or in their someone's house. So that is known as the property crime. So the next is the organized crime. The organized crime is a crime in which there are like more than 3 or more people involved in a crime. So or in which they have done like too much planning and they have organized everything. So how they will execute their plan or do that. So that is known as like the organized crime. The next is the white collar crime. The white collar crime is the crime which is done by the rich people of a country, which are like very rich. So the crime done by them is mostly not seen by the government, or they are like the rich people of the country. So there are like the crime. Violent crime is also associated with the sex assault. So in Canada, there was a law which was passed in 1983, in which they defined as the rape, which is done by a male intercourse. If she is not her wife, so this will be regarded as the rape. So in Canada criminal code sexual assault definition, in which they have done like 3 levels. In the level 1, so which is not so serious, so in which it involves the unwanted touching. The next is the level 2, in which they use the weapon or they harm the body. The next is the level 3, which is like very serious. So that is the most serious, in which involves the long term sexual assault. So there are like several reasons which are there because of which the people do not report the crime. The first is the shame, that they think that this thing, if they report, so this is shameful for them. The next is the guilt. So they also have the guilt for these things, so they mostly do not report. The next is that the offender is mostly the person who have done the crime is mostly very famous, so there is the fear in their mind, so if they will do, so it can backfire their image in the society. The next is the fear of the publicity. They also think that if they will tell about the thing which about crime which was done with them, so there will be like public or media which will be involved in the case, so it can harm their public image. Robbery, which is also a violent crime. So there are two type of robbers. The first one is the commercial robbers. The commercial robbers are likely more, they have done like more planning, and they have done like more research. The second is the street robbers. The street robbers, they mostly use the force and they are more opportunistic. So the next is the organized crime. The organized crime is a crime which is mostly done by 3 or more people, or their main purpose is to they have like more serious purpose and they want to do the crime. The next is the reasons with the overtime which lead to like the crime pattern in the world. The first is the reason behind the crime. So the first is the employment opportunities. So if there will be like no more employment opportunity, then mostly the people will focus on doing crime rather than if they will not get the employment. So the next is the political and the social unrest. The next is the internet. The internet was also leading to the several crimes which are done in the worldwide. The next is the gun control laws. So as we have seen, like in USA, there is the people can use the gun. So if they can use the gun, so it will result in the increase in the crime in the world. The next is the COVID-19. When the COVID-19 came, because of which many people lose their jobs, and so they have to do crimes to earn people, to earn or they feed their family. So these are the few reasons which lead to the crime. The next is the media and crime. The media and the media, the media, the crime is shaped by the media. So whatever the public perception they want to do regarding the crime done by the people, they can have. And also the media is the primary source for the information. Like many people around the world now also believe that the media, whenever there is something, so they mostly focus, mostly sees on the media channels. So they more media channels. So also